Hi foodies, how are you doing? I just made some really scrumptious oven baked pork chops. They are slathered with barbecue sauce and they are absolutely juicy. Let's get into it. So I have two pork chops here, guys. They were cleaned and pat dried. After pat drying them, I just drizzled some olive oil all over. So this side you'll rub it in, flip it over, and do the same. Just rub that olive oil all over the pork chops. Most times when I'm making any sort of barbecue dish, I like to use specific spices like cumin, cinnamon, paprika, chili powder, quite a few which I will list in the description box below the video. If you don't have these spices at home, then grab your favorite brand of dry rub, barbecue dry rub, and use it at this point. So we just want to sprinkle this all over the pork chops, and you're going to press it into the pork and rub it in. Make sure it soaks into it. And sometimes I do marinate the pork chops with a little barbecue sauce. This time I'm just using the dry rub. Ideally, we want to marinate overnight, but if not, try an hour. Then when you're ready, you can use your baking tray or baking dish. I am using a cast iron pan. I just lightly greased it and then lay the pork chops in there. The oven is preheated already to 350 and we're going to bake this for 25 to 30 minutes. So we'll take these out of the oven, and this is some sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce mixed with some honey. Use your favorite barbecue sauce. And then I'm going to take the pork chops out of the cast iron pan and pour some barbecue sauce in the bottom, because once we turn on the broiler, it tends to dry out everything, right? So put some sauce in there, and then for the pork chops, brush the sauce all over. So this side, the other side, flip it all around, and we're going to broil this. The reason we're broiling is we want the high temperature because we want to get that sauce sticking to the pork chops. We want it nicely caramelized. Usually when you're baking something for a long time, you can take it out of the oven every 15 minutes and baste it and brush it and return it back to the oven. But for our pork chops, we don't want them to be overcooked. So we're using the broiler to speed up that caramelization process to get the sauce sticking to the pork chops and getting that beautiful color. Now, not every broiler has a specific temperature setting. So what you can do is, if your broiler only has high and low, use the high setting and just keep your eye on the pork. You want it caramelized. Don't worry about a little charring here and there, but keep your eye on it so it doesn't burn completely. So we'll broil it for about 10 minutes and then look at this gorgeousness. Nice. This is why I like using the broiler when I'm cooking the pork chops this way, because there are many ways to oven bake pork chops. But with the broiler, it just helps to finish the cooking process while allowing the sauce to stick to the pork chops. And they are so good. They are juicy. We don't like dry pork chops. Sometimes we overcook it, and that's why it turns out dry. When you have these thin cut of pork chops, no need to overcook them. And you can always use a thermometer for internal temperature if you're concerned about that. And that's it. You can have this with mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, rice. I had it with some rice and peas. It was amazing. Amazing. And it's easy. Very easy. So let me know what you think once you try this out. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And check out the description box below the video for details. See you next time.